Hello, welcome to Should I Buy This Game featuring Cafe Baras. My name is Christine, and in this video I'll give you an overview of how the game is played and then share a few things I might like or dislike about the game to help you decide if you want to add Cafe Baras to your collection. This is the game Cafe Baras, and in this game we are building up our cafes so we can gain some regular customers. Now across the top here we have special guest cards, and these cards are going to give you endgame points. If, for example, if you have 2 armchairs or if you have all 3 decor items, you will get 6 points. So there's different cards, and there's more to use for different games. So there's a variety of cards, and you would just randomly put 5 of them out for each of your games. You also start down here with a counter card, the name of your little cafe. So this is the Cappuccinos, and they have a few other ones. And on this, you would either start with a coffee or a tea already in your cafe. And then these cards here are our cafe cards. And these are the cards you're doing, either adding the card to your cafe so you have this certain food or drink item or decor item, or you are serving the customer and getting coins for depending what you have in your cafe down here. So I will show you a few turns to show you how the game works. So you start with a hand of 4 cards. So I have this one. It's a coffee card. It costs 1 cent. At the end, it will get you 1 point. This one has a special effect. After you refill, you can draw 2 cards from the deck, then discard any 2 cards from your hand. Or if you were going to serve the customer, they would want 2 coffees and all the soup you have. If it has a heart, you would get a coin. If you had like 3 soups, you would get 3 coins, and then 1 for each of the coffees. The decor part here comes in to when you're making them a regular customer later in the game. And that's how all the cards are sort of broken down. So I think for my first turn, I'm going to use this coffee because it's only 1 cent. And you may add another card paying the cost as usual. So this way I'll be able to play 2 cards right off the top. So all I do is I add my card here and I pay the 1 coin for that one. The second card I'm going to add is this one, and it's a decor card. So it costs me 2 coins. So I'll just get 3 back. And I now have this decor into my cafe, and every time I serve a customer with that decor, I will gain 1 coin when they and it shows there. If they have that in the corner, then I will gain an additional coin for each time I serve that customer. Now, since I played 2 cards, I need to take 2 cards here, and sometimes you want to look up here. So I see that this card here really wants some tea. So maybe I'll take tea, and it would like a goodie. So maybe I will take the cake, and I just add that to my hand, and we refill, and then your opponent will go. So say now I want to serve a customer. I have a tea, a coffee, and that decor. So this card I just picked up has a tea, a coffee, and that matching decor. So I could serve this card for 3 coins. Now typically you would only get 1 coin for the coffee and 1 coin for the tea, but because this card has that special bonus on it, then I also get 1 coin for the decor, but it's only because the card has the special bonus. So all I would do is gain 3 coins, and then this one would go in the discard pile, and then I would choose another one here. And sometimes when you're choosing cards, you're looking for 2 things: either serving the customer and what they have, what they want versus what you have, or are you looking, you want to add a sandwich to your cafe or coffee or more decor. There is the card here that if you have all 3 types of decor, you will receive 6 points. So maybe I will take the poet so I can add more decor to my hand. And the game will just continue like that, going back and forth between the different players and building up your cafe and trying to satisfy your customers. When you have money, you want to probably add more to your cafe, and when you need money, you're looking for the cards to serve your customers. Now I've built up my cafe a bit, so I just want to show you now how you get a regular customer. So I have this card here, and when we look at the bottom in the blackboard area, he wants 2 coffees. And because I have 2 coffee symbols and a dessert. Now the heart means, as I mentioned before, I get to score all the desserts I have, not just one. So I would get 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I also have this decor, but I don't have that special bonus, so I don't gain for the decor, but it's included. I need all 4 of these things to become a regular customer. So I would get 4 coins, and then I would put him under here like this, and that would be my first regular customer. And what you want to do is gain 4 regular customers, and once a player has 4 regular customers, that's the end of the game. Everybody gets 1 more turn, 1 round, and then the game is finished. So this, once you have 4, it triggers the end of the game. I completed the game. I've got my 4 special customers. So now I'm going to show you how you score. And so first off, it's the money. You get 1 point for every 2 coins. So since I have 11 coins, I would receive 5 points. Next, you get 4 points, for each of your special customers. So that would be 16 points. Now on these cards, a lot of them will just have like 1 point, 1 point, 1. This one is 1 point per dessert you have. I had 2 desserts, so this card is worth 2 points. This one is 2 points per coffee you have. I had 2 coffees, so this card is worth 4 points. These were straight up points. The teas are always based on how many teas you have. I had 2, so they're worth 2 points each. And then this one is if it's paired with a sandwich, it is worth 5 points. Then finally, you look up here at your special guest cards. Now, we did not have the empanada and that tea. I did not have 2 armchairs, but I did have all 3 decors, so I would receive 6 points. I did have 2 teas and a dessert, and they make sure you know that this does not include your starter card that had the tea. You have to have 2 additional teas, but I did, and I ended up with more than 8 coins. So in the end, when I added it all up, I would score 62 points. Overall, we really enjoy playing Cafe Baras, and Gemma and I have played this multiple times already. Some of the things we like about the game is, of course, the artwork is really cute, as well as the concept of the little capybaras having their different cafes. The other thing we really like is the double use cards that you can either choose to add them to your cafe or serve them to gain money. So you can add more to your cafe. So you're always going back and forth between adding stuff and then needing more money. So trying to find those cards that will help you gain the most money each turn. And then, of course, having the extra special guest cards and the challenges, it really gives you something sort of to focus on each game to make sure like you have the 2 teas and the little dessert or some money or getting all the decor. It gives you things to focus on during the game, as well as trying to build up your cafes so you can get your regular customers. Now, a few challenges we find in the game, and the first is the starting cards. There's 2 with coffee and 2 with tea, and we just wish that all 4 cards maybe had a different symbol, like the little bubble tea smoothie symbols or sandwiches or soups or something, just to change it up. The other thing too is sometimes you may have in your hand 4 great cards that you want to add to your cafe, but you don't have the money to do it, and so you have to give up a card to serve it to get the money so you can play some of the other cards. So it's just a small thing because there's so many great cards in the game. And then the other thing is we've played this game with 2 players, and so sometimes when it's like 2 armchairs, or especially if it says like a lounge and a game, we can play the whole game and not get the cards needed to fulfill some of the challenges. So that's just another small thing that in a 2-player game we have found. But overall, as I mentioned, we've played this game multiple times, and it is currently one of our favorite games. It is a lot of fun. So let me know if you have played Cafe Baras and what you think of the game.